Guys, yesterday something absolutely insane happened. If you watched Jerome Powell's speech, you have maybe take note of the clues that he gave us, that this bull run is not over and that way better, and we'll show you what we can expect and how we can profit off that. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. Oh wait, this is the wrong screen. Why is it showing this screen every time? These small issues here. So let me fix that for you guys. I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. It's this one here. So there we go. There we go. Now we have the right screen. So we jump directly in today's content. I have not a lot of time, way less than I usually have. So first of all, the DXY is below 99 points here once again. Why did we drop below that? Because Jerome Powell had yesterday's speech and was more dovish than hawkish about the outlook, about the Federal Reserve policies. So, and one of the major reasons for that is that he said we're gonna stop quantitative easing, quantitative tightening. Quantitative tightening is what we're gonna stop. The liquidity in banks is drying up. So they have to stop that, and while they're fading that out, they're gonna start then shortly afterwards with quantitative easing. That he did not say specifically, but it always happens right afterwards. You don't stop quantitative tightening and then basically sit on your hands. That's not how the Federal Reserve is working. When they go and stop quantitative tightening, they go into quantitative easing. And I'm going to show you on the fly. I had not really time to prepare that, but I'm going to show you on the fly what happened the last time when we got quantitative easing in the market. So now let me just switch over here. So yeah. So now let's quickly look exactly at what he said. So I have here a tweet from Trueflation. So here you can see today Jerome Powell gave a detailed speech focused on the Fed's balance sheet and liquidity. Highlights quantitative tightening could end soon as reserves tighten. Balance sheet here bigger than rate cuts. Job market is cooling. Low hiring, low firing. Data blackout forces Fed to rely on private indicators. Policy stays meeting by meeting. So that's not something new. He's doing that all the time, meeting by meeting. So here, QT may be nearing its end. So quantitative tightening. Powell said the Fed could soon slow or stop shrinking its balance sheet because liquidity in the banking system is starting to thin out. In practice, this means the Fed wants to avoid draining too much cash from the banks and money markets. So quantitative tightening might pause earlier than expected. So this was expected to stop in summer next year approximately. Now they are seeing, oh, things are accelerating at a pace that we did not anticipate, so we have to step in and do this now faster than everybody was expecting. Then we have a slowing job market. Powell described hiring as weak and layoffs as limited, a job market that's losing momentum but hasn't cracked. The main risk now is job losses. So I have to go in here. Sorry, that was, I clicked something wrong here. No, there we go. So that's an important shift. The Fed is watching labor softness as long as inflation doesn't spike. So data blackout, private signals, we know that's because of the shutdown in the US. Policy stays data-driven. Powell made clear the Fed isn't locked into a preset path. Decisions will depend on how inflation, jobs, and liquidity evolve, not on a timeline. Markets see this as cautiously dovish. Balance sheet tightening could end soon, and rate cuts remain possible later this year if the economy weakens further. So in terms of rate cuts, Fed, where was that? Rate cuts, Fed. Fed Watch tool. So that, yeah, Fed Watch. Watch Federal Reserve. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to do that here. Should pop up here somewhere. Federal Reserve Board. Here, Fed Watch. There we go. So here, in 2 weeks, we have the next FOMC meeting, and there is now a 95% chance that 97.8, it's even spiked higher after yesterday. Yeah, basically when the market opened today in the US, 97.8 that we're going to get a rate cut. So the rate cut is at this point already baked in, you know, so we know we're going to get a rate cut. If the probability is that high, we're going to get a rate cut. So then what is about, and that's actually December. So what's about, yeah, so here, wait, no, that was, yeah. Okay, sorry, my mistake. December is 95%. So 95% in December. So also a rate cut anticipated. So a rate cut this month, a rate cut, 2 weeks before Christmas. And then I think here in January again, a rate cut. So 3 rate cuts, consecutive rate cuts, if everything stays as it is right now in the US. So there's 3 rate cuts anticipated with every Fed meeting that's coming up. So the next one is in 2 weeks. Now, when we're looking at Bitcoin, is it the right chart? Yeah. Fed watch. Yeah, right chart. We're on the right chart. So we are coming here a little bit lower again. We had yesterday a pretty nasty wick to the downside before we bounced back a little bit. So, and this is simply because we have on the daily chart here a massive evening star pattern confirmed, and that usually means that we come a little bit lower. So, but even if we would still move lower here and fill that wick all the way to the bottom, we just touch $110,000 again. So that's like a 1.6% move to the downside on Bitcoin. And some altcoins don't even care anymore. And I'm going to show you which altcoin sector that exactly is here in a moment. So here you see I warned you yesterday about that evening star pattern, that this is potentially playing out. We closed above, funny enough, the 0.786 level on the Fibonacci retracement levels. But then today we saw here further rejection from that. So I would not rule out that we would come one more time down here to the upward sloping trend line here, just to shake some people out again out of the market, because they would think the trend line breaks and we start filling here that wick all the way down here. Remember, I mentioned that yesterday 50% would be the target of that, to fill that wick. 50% of that wick, around $107,000 approximately, would be the target on that. But unless there is some crazy news coming out from the US again, Trump is saying about China, whatever, I'm not seeing that to be sorry, I lost my voice for a second. I don't see that happening at all. that we would close below that trend line and start filling that nasty wick from last week, Friday here. So rather what I see here in the short term is that we are hovering around the current level and staying here in that trading range from $111,000 to $113,600, and just keep consolidating here a little bit to gain momentum before we break back into higher levels. Now, on the 12-hourly chart, at least the EMA ribbon, sorry guys, at least the EMA ribbon looks here really ugly. The indicator's not looking that bad. The indicator's actually showing us that we are ready to go back to the upside. It's just the EMA ribbon here that we flip now into a downtrend is giving us a little bit of a headache. So here, the trade setup that I had given you here originally is slightly below entry. So it is right now at a good level to technically enter this, you know, but set your stop losses here, guys. Set your stop losses if you want to trade this, you know, so don't trade this with stop losses and not with too much leverage too, you know, so be careful with the leverage that you're using on a trade here from 100, basically from the current level 111,562 to 116,700. So yeah, so why indicators are looking good? Because MACD is about to print here a buy signal, maximum by tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, by worst case tomorrow daily close. Yeah, tomorrow's daily close. Worst case there, we're gonna get a buy signal on the MACD. The stochastic is going up but sideways, intertwining here with both trend lines, and the RSI is below 42%, but also slightly picking up here, ticking up to the upside. Now on the MDX algo scalp gradients, here nothing really has changed. So if we come here a little bit lower, again, you might get really lucky and get here the entry of $108,600 if things are really gonna take here a turn for the worst over the next 24 hours. But again, I'm not seeing why that should be happening right now. So with everything unfolding here, and with Jerome coming out, you know, saying we stop quantitative tightening, the market is anticipating to go back to the upside. So I'm going to show you that here also on a different chart now. So not here on the on the 1 hourly chart, so but also here on the 1 hourly chart. As long as we're holding above $111,000, we should be fine, you know. But I don't want to neglect that we are putting in here an M pattern. So not only an M pattern, there is actually I think on a daily chart. I have to check that now. Is it on the daily chart? 12 hourly chart. Let me check here on this daily chart. Is that here? No. It's a different chart. Ah, it might be here. So let's see. Let's see. Oh wow, why is that red? So here is another pattern. Nah, not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet. That pattern is not confirmed yet. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not confirmed what I was looking for. Something else that I was looking for. So here on the 1 hourly chart, like I said, a W pattern, sorry, an M pattern shaping up. And also here, downside seems to be limited. So maybe a quick fake out below $111,000, and then we turn around and go back to the upside, and then you can also take advantage here of that short-term trade all the way up to $118,400. If you want to take one of these trades, guys, then do that on on weeks. My link trade yesterday closed. You know, I trade all these coins publicly and show it to you here on YouTube, guys. So full transparency. If you want to trade on weeks, there is right now something really nice going on if you don't have a weeks account yet. Just for binding binding your phone and signing up with your email address, you get $100 approximately. If you download the app, you get a $200 airdrop position. So on Ethereum. So really nice. And then you get on top of that deposit bonuses. So you can get here a lot of free money right now by just doing some simple tasks that you would anyway do if you go to a new exchange. You know, like binding your phone, using your email address, downloading the app to use the platform, depositing a little bit of money. You know, you get here $300, $400, $500 absolutely for free, just for signing up here right now. So I would definitely take advantage of that. Because I think there is a time limit on that. I did not ask my manager if there was a time limit on that. So, but there is a link in the description if you want to take advantage of that, guys. Plus that you get access to that Telegram that I just have shown you, where I send here trades absolutely for free, guys. The only thing that you need to do is deposit $500 into your weeks account and follow the steps in the description under the stream, guys. Also, the steps will be after the stream in the pinned comment. So just follow the steps, and then we're gonna let you into that group here. So here currently my near position, so I have here near position running on weeks, $200 in a loss, is still fine. You know, I can live with that. I can add more money if I need to, because I still believe that this is going to turn around here pretty soon, and I'm also far away from liquidation. So I let this run here to the upside. So now liquidation levels. More shorts are piling in here. Here are a little bit of longs here, at least on liquidation level. It's not really that much, but on the liquidation heat map, it's way more. I'm going to show you that in a moment. And that's why you see that we are going a little bit sideways right now with that indecision in the market. So, but it doesn't change anything on the direction that I sound already like a broken record, where I'm telling the direction is up. You know, there is only one way, and that's up right now. So, but we are indecisive right now and pushing sideways in the current trading range, because we have here some over-leveraged long liquidity that has built up, and we have here over-leveraged short liquidity also not far away from us. So we have here, we are basically touching this right now at $111,482, and then here the upside would be $114,000 approximately. Let me see if we took this already out. Yeah, so we just took this out. So yeah, we go maybe here, like I said, to $111,000, but then we should bounce from there, because there is nothing anymore until $110,500, at least on a 3-day chart. So, and that usually means you see a reversal pushing into that pocket up here, And then we either come back into the trading range and keep chopping, or we start squeezing to the upside and go higher. So let's see here, Bitcoin dominance today dropping again to the downside. Oh no, wait, there was a week, yeah, still dropping to the downside here. So this is healthy, you know. If we keep going down in that way, that is healthy. While altcoins either push sideways or go slightly up. There are many altcoins, they did not got hit today really hard. And I see the majority of them just pushing sideways, maybe 2% away from yesterday's high. So not something absolutely crazy here. Then total free market cap reclaimed the $1.04 trillion mark as support. We are currently trading above that. Close today here, and you get in the next 2 days continuation into higher levels. I need to drink something, guys. This is crazy. I don't know from where that is coming. That frog in my throat. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, now it's better. So, anyways, if you want to trade altcoins, guys, I want to remind you, most of my altcoin trades are happening on Bybit. $30,000 in sign-up bonuses there. Link in the description. And don't forget, Bybit card, guys. Bybit card. And you get here a $1,000 airdrop plus a mystery plush for VIPs. So if you meet VIP criteria, then you get that on top of that. Now, the RSI heat map on the 24-hour chart, let's refresh a little bit, shows us that here coins cooling down again, and that gives us opportunity to get here really good entries on all the coins that are trading down below here. For example, Filecoin had like a major loss yesterday. Optimism, Ton, Injective, XRP is entering that area here, while XRP is actually holding kind of the level where it is trading at currently over the last couple of days. And this is usually a good sign. You know, when you see a coin cooling down on the RSI, but holding the price level that it's currently trading in, that is always a really good indication that there is a massive push coming, not long afterwards. So, and you have that also here with other coins currently. Let's see what else can I find here. Quickly, there's spot. TRB. Yeah, TRB is another one. Grass, Rune. All really good here right now. So then Ethereum. Ethereum pumped back yesterday to $4,200. Even today we got close to that. No, yeah, we were above that, $4,200. But as you can see here, the downward sloping trend line is still acting as resistance. So nothing has really changed there. And this is the most important line to watch here. If you want to enter a trade, and we are not getting here another opportunity to enter at $3,870. So I don't believe that you get another chance to enter this. And rather, you need to take a trade from $4,100. But I would wait for that personally for today's daily close. If we close around that level where we're currently at, I would take that. I would take that chance and trade this then here to $5,000. Now on Solana, we can see tremendous strength. How Solana is recovering here. One of the strongest coins right now in the market. I should have put more money into this when I bought the dip, to be honest, on my short-term position that I'm holding right now in Solana. But you can see here, we are getting close again to completing the trade setup that I'd given you all the way down here at $181 from where I took my own position. You know, so again, I can show it to you. I took the trade myself there on Bybit. So let me actually see if I can do this. I have not so much time anymore. I need to run through the content, guys, before I have to run. I show it to you tomorrow. Maybe we hit and target already. That I took the trade from all the way here at $181. So indicators on the 4-hourly chart, stochastic, don't really like how this looks here, but if we push a little bit up, direction will stay strong to the upside. So right now looks a little bit shaky, and the reason for that is that we are potentially forming here a rising wedge. Yeah, so this is a rising wedge. So if that breaks to the downside, we will revisit $196, which would be not crazy. You know, we were there just yesterday at that level. So, but if we can manage to stay around the $200 mark, or potentially even close above $205 today, then I expect tomorrow an attempt of $215, $220 for Solana. Let me see here quickly higher time frames. Yeah, 1 day doesn't look bad. 12 hourly, 12 hourly looks similar to 4 hourly. Yeah, so I would not take a new position right now, to be honest, unless we close around these current levels on the daily chart. So one coin that is doing here really, really well right now is Zcash again. So why? Because we broke this downward sloping trend line here, under which we were consolidating and retesting the 1.382 and the golden ratio, and from there got the momentum that we needed to break above that back to the upside. So when you look here at today's gain, just for today, here on the 4 hourly chart, so this is yesterday here, there, this is the daily close. So we went up here 18% today. There's other coins that went way higher, and I'm also going to show you that in a moment, but I will also tell you directly, I'm personally staying away from that coin because I have traded this coin on one platform and I was not able to sell on that platform. And it's a big exchange that did not let me sell my position while I was making money. And when I even screen recorded it and told them, look at the recording, you can clearly see that I tried everything to close that position and it did not work. That was an error from your end. They still did not want to give me my money back. Not my money back and not the profit, you know. So I'm done trading on that platform. I will not say which platform it is, but it is a big platform. And what I can tell you is it's not Weeks and it's not Bybit. And also not Binance. That's what I can tell you. So if you want to take here a position on Zcash, then you would be doing pretty well to wait for the daily close. And wherever Zcash closes today, as long as it's above the golden ratio, I will take that trade. So I'm going to show you why. So let's say we just come back here to like $260 and we are pretty close to that. Here the next Fibonacci extension is a 39% move. And Zcash moves here every day 7-8% to the upside. Of course, it retraces in between a little bit, which then dilutes the real percentage. You know, so if you look from day to day, from the price level where it was today to tomorrow, it might be around the same price or slightly below that or slightly higher, but still shows gains. You know, because it's moving. So, but yeah, you can make here on Zcash if you catch it in the right moment every day. 7-8% right now, you know, while it keeps continuously moving higher, you know, so you can see that here. And I would just want to check something. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we basically just completed on the daily chart this Elliott wave count. So this here was the third wave. So here, 4. 4 is completed. This might be now the start of 5, the last final wave, so which is shorter than the third one. So I have to look here. I need more color so that I see how long the third wave is. Yeah, so this is shorter than the third wave as a fifth wave. So yeah, it's definitely possible that we're going to reach here fairly quickly $360. So there you go. There you have a new trade that I'm going to take myself tomorrow when I see where we close later this daily candle. So potentially 39% here to the upside, even if it's 30%. You know, it's 30% on leverage. So that's at least a 100% trade here. Where I'm gonna bank profit on. So that the same with Dash. All these privacy coins, they are having massive runs right now. So Dash doing the same thing. If I go to a 4 hourly chart, see here, consolidation, broke the trend line, now moving. Stay today above $48. Also good entry, and the 4 hourly chart is screaming that it wants to go higher, most likely to $62.17. So when you look at this here, from current price, that's also a 24-25% move to the upside. Next one, Bell. I was trading yesterday Bell, and unfortunately you cannot trade with a lot of money in Bell. That's why I had just a really small position, at least not on Bybit. Maybe on Binance you can take a bigger position, maybe also on Weeks, I don't know. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed that I could not take a bigger position here. So, but this coin is also moving all the time. So here also there's at least for another 8 to 12 hours fuel left to push higher. Daily chart, stochastic looks a little bit cooked. RSI still fine, MACD still fine. Yeah, just 60, just around 60. So we are just entering here bullish territory. So this will push higher. This will go here to 33 cents, 33, and then 40 cents. I think at 40 cents it's gonna stop, turn around, consolidate, find momentum, and then it will go higher from there. So that's also definitely a good coin that you can trade right now. But I think Bell is not privacy, not a privacy coin. I actually have no idea what Bell is doing. I knew it at one point, but then I forgot. And then where do I have? I had also Zen, because Zen is related to Zcash. Ah, there. See, I knew I have it. On the daily coming down, 4 going up. Yeah, on 4 just consolidating. But when Zcash get the next breakout to the upside, trust me here, this pennant will rip like crazy to the upside. So here, next stop would be $15.80 roughly. Let me see here. Set up 20%. 20% move is what I would be aiming for on that setup here. So, but you need to watch Zcash, you know. So whatever Zcash is doing, when this is breaking out, Zencash will break out too. So that's the same with like Stellar and XRP. You know, when XRP is breaking out, Stellar is also breaking out. So, and here the coin that you should stay away from is here this Co-AI. So that is the coin that I tried to trade 2 days ago, and I bought down here somewhere, and up here, like at $8, $9 I wanted to sell, I couldn't sell, and then I got liquidated because in one moment it flash crashed to like $6 on the index price, not on the order book price, but the index price was taken for my liquidation, which is also really weird. Yeah, and then my money was gone, you know, and they are not giving it back, so it's horrible. So that's, since then I stay away from that coin, but this coin is blasting to the upside. I heard also some rumors what's going on there with that project. Just that you know, this is not normal, you know, that a project is pumping every single day 50, 60%, or even 100% right now, every single day, guys, you know. So I'm here on a 4-hourly chart. Look on a daily chart, you know. So this is crazy, you know. This is not normal. This is not normal. So I think there's maybe like low float, high FDV, you know, so that the team is controlling 90% of the supply or something like that, you know, that they're actually pushing it up all the time. But this is unnatural, guys, you know, that you see the whole market bleeding, but that one coin here that's listed everywhere is pushing here for 120% and 50, 60% every single day. So yeah, I'm staying away from that coin, you know, unless I hear something that they are more kosher now, but right now, too crazy, you know, too crazy with these price swings. Not interested, you know. So sometimes when you think something is too good to be true, and that it will just keep going up, you better stay away from it, you know. So I don't like burning money like that, you know, because imagine you put money into this right now because you see that, oh, it's at 119%, it will for sure go to 130. And then it just does this here in one candle, you know, pulls the liquidity, you know, a big whale is dumping. Of course, there will be just a wick, you know, the wick will settle here somewhere at $13, most likely, if that would be happening. But you will get liquidated, you know, so, or, yeah, if you don't hold spot, you know, so that's why I'm not interested. Even on spot, I would not hold this right now. Maybe a gamble back, you know, like $100 or something, but nothing else like that. So personally, I stay away. You should do the same. So... you can look on for shorts if you want to. I'm not looking at shorts right now. Shorts makes absolutely no sense, you know. So I before I go, because I really need to go here. Let me show you something on Bitcoin. I need this chart. So I forgot this earlier to show you this, guys. So here overall, here is a bullish divergence. Do you really want to bet against a bullish divergence right now? I would not bet against a bullish divergence on the 4-hourly chart. I would not look for shorts. So unless that bullish divergence gets invalidated, not looking for shorts here. Not on altcoins, not on Bitcoin, not on anything. Not interested. The market is overall getting here really, really bullish right now. Even though you don't see that too much, but trust me, the sentiment is shifting. Coins like Solana are a good precursor to see how the market is feeling, you know. And then also these privacy coins right now. So that's why shorting not a good idea in my opinion. Guys, I have to run again. I'm really sorry. I wish I could be sticking around here a little bit longer and chat with you guys. But tomorrow, I promise you, I'm gonna be a little bit longer here again. Yeah, it was actually 30 minutes here. So I tried to condense the stream again to a shorter format, like 10-15 minutes. Let me know in the comments if you would like this more than like these 30-40 minute streams here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you with more money